Hello everyone, we've got here a stem and leaf diagram question. So it says the stem and leaf diagram shows the test scores for 23 students from school A. 23 students from school B did the same test. Their median score was 56 and the range of their scores was 47. Compare the distributions of the tests of the students from school A with school B. Now, the first thing I should say is when we're comparing two distributions, you always need to compare one measure of location, which can often be the median. Okay, so that's what it's going to be in this case. It's going to be the median. And you need to compare one measure of spread. Now, the measure of spread is sometimes the interquartile range, but in this case, it is just the range. Okay, so you always need to compare one measure of location with one measure of spread, and at least one of those needs to be in context, which means it needs to be talking about the kinds of things that the question's talking about. So the first thing I think we should do is we should find what is the range and what is the median for school A so that we can compare them with school B. Now the range is biggest take away the smallest, which in this case is 79, take away 30. So our range is going to be 49. So we have a range of 49 for school A. Now the median, there's lots of ways you can do this. I mean, I'm just going to basically do the crossing off method. So this is a nice straightforward method. You cross off the smallest and the biggest, the next smallest there and the next biggest, next smallest, next biggest, next smallest, next biggest, and then you just keep on crossing them off like this in pairs, the smallest and the biggest each time. And then I'm going to go to that one and that one and that one, that one, that one and that one, that one and that one. And you can see I end up there with 57. 57 as being the median. Okay. The other method you can do is just basically work out how many you need to count in. You could say you need to count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the reason it's 12 is because when you've got 12, you've got 11 either side. Okay. And 11 add 11 is 22 and 22 add 1 is 23. So you could work out how many do I need to count in until I hit the middle value. That's the alternative way. So now it's time to draw our comparisons. So what have we got? We have got that school A has a range of 47 and school B has a range of, school A has a range of 49, and school B has a range of 47. So we can basically say that school A has a bigger range, has a slightly bigger range than school B. Okay, now what's the other thing that we need to do? Compare the median. So school A has a median of 57 and school B has a median of 56. So we can say that school B has a lower median than school A. Because school A's got 57 and school B has got 56. So that means, we should put what that means. That means that it's the test score, meaning that school B scored lower on average. So they scored slightly lower on average. Okay, so that's how we would compare those ones. Okay, perfect. Right, let's see what's next now. Next question. It says Jana used her calculator to find the value of the number t. The answer on her calculator was began at 10.2. Complete the error interval. Okay, so so if it starts at 10.2, the error interval means it's got to be greater than 10.2, and it needs to be less than or equal to t, which needs to be less than 10.3. Because if it started off with 10.2, even if it was like 10.29999, we can say it's going to be less than 10.3. So that's what we would write down there. Okay, for question 7 for those 2 marks. Now question 8, it says ABC is a right angle triangle. Calculate the length of AB. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. Right, let's have a look at this one. So, little bit of trigonometry. So it's going to be some 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 here. So let's have a look. We've got here 7.6. We've got here an angle of 62 degrees, and this is triangle ABC. So calculate the length of AB. So I'll just call that X. Now let's label all of our sides, okay? So going from this angle here, that one is the opposite. This one next to the side is the adjacent, and the one opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse. So let's write down our 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃. Okay, and then let's see what we've got. So we have got the adjacent, and we're trying to find out the opposite. So the one that's got to do with opposite and adjacent is going to be the 𝗃, which means that tan of 62 is equal to the opposite, which is x, divided by the adjacent, which is 7.6. So from that, we can now work out that 7.6 times by tan of 62 is going to equal x. So let's have a look at that. 7.6, we'll turn on the calculator. 7.6 times by tan of 62 gives me 14.29. Okay, so that x is equal to 14.29. So therefore AB is equal to 14.3 when we give our answer to 1 decimal place, and that is in centimetres. So 14.3 centimetres to 1 decimal place, and that's question 8 done. Ooh, question 9, a nice little bit of algebra. That's always good fun. Algebra. Right, what does it say? Simplify fully. 2 times x cubed times y to the 5 times 7 times x squared times by y. Okay, let's write that down then. See what we get. So we've got 2x cubed y to the 5 times by 7 times by x squared times by y. So 2 times 7 makes 14. So 2 times 7 is 14. X cubed times x squared is going to be x to the power of 5 because you add the powers. And y to the power of 5 times y is the same as times y to the power 1. So that is going to go to 5 add 1, so that is going to be 6. So our answer is going to be 14x to the 5, y to the 6. That's part A for question 9. And then part B, m squared to the minus 3. Now, when you have a power to a power, you do it as a multiplication. So this is the same as m squared times by minus 3. So that is m to the minus 6. Okay, so when we multiply those two together, that becomes m to the minus 6. All right, what's our next question? Question 10. In a sale, so now question 10. In a sale, the normal prices are reduced by 15%. Amina buys a dress in the sale for £46.75. Work out the normal price of the dress. So the dress cost X before the sale. 15% was taken off. And if you reduce something by 15%, that's the same as timesing by 0.85. And the answer to this was £46.75. So this is like a reverse percentage question. So therefore, X, we're trying the price of the dress before the sale, is £46.75 divided by 0.85. So let's work that out then. So 46.75 divided by 0.85, and that gives us £55. Okay, so £55 was the price of the dress before the sale. Perfect. I hope you have found that helpful. Remember, if you're finding these videos useful, if you could remember to like and subscribe to the channel, that would be great. That's going to help me make more videos for us moving forwards. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.